Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is Bellone, the new Arknights operator in CN, the new brawler, or as the game likes to call them, fighters. Have you guys seen the showcases on YouTube? Have you guys seen the Storm video and the CL video? I do want to say, Bellone is the last name of Vigil. In case you guys didn't know that, Vigil's real name is Leontuzzo Bellone, which means that Demetri took Vigil's last name. Now do with that information what you will. You're gonna see this video, it wasn't very well received. I think it's fine. I think it's a fine video, but it wasn't very well received, and the moment you start, you can see why. Like, what is this? Why are we putting the melee unit against Frostnova? Of course she's going to kill him. Then there's this one. In case you don't know, Bellone skill 3 teleports on the enemy. He just teleports on the enemy tile. So we have him teleport on top of Patriot and immediately get destroyed. He gets annihilated instantly. Like, no shit. No shit. If you made him TP on top of a Patriot, he's gonna die. Like. Then, next up, to complete the triple deal, we have Tallulah. Now, in case you don't know, Bellone's main way for survival, to stay alive, is dodge. He has 80% dodge. That's not nothing. However, Tallulah deals true damage, which completely bypasses the fucking dodge. As you can see, the fire ticks are just completely ignoring his dodge. Yeah, fucking hydrogen bomb versus caffeine baby, that's what these matchups are. On the other hand, complete opposite end of the spectrum, we have CL's video, which is the complete opposite. Puts him up against the Slug Wave, skill 1 loses. Next up we have Bishop Quintus, who I'm not even sure he does anything. And then we have Patriot. Turns out, if Bellone doesn't teleport instantly onto Patriot's lance, he can actually do something. Turns out. He can actually, very slowly, you know, very steadily, kill Patriot phase 1, as expected of a modern operator. Like, Patriot has become the benchmark for every modern operator. If you can't kill Patriot, you're kinda trash ass. Let's give Storm the benefit of the doubt. What I think he's showing here with Patriot, what I think he's trying to show is that if an enemy has any sort of threatening damage, then Bellone is just gonna get murdered. We can see it happen again on the Shoe boss. All this boss does not have mechanics. All he does is deal a lot of damage. And despite the dodge, he still got killed. What are we trying to show with this video? We're trying to show that Bellone skill 3 has a very major weakness. And that weakness is that he teleports on top of the enemy. Okay, maybe he was trolling, Theo, maybe he was trolling, but even if this is purposeful trolling, we can extrapolate something out of it. In this case, we can extrapolate that one of the major weakness of skill 3 is that he teleports on top of the enemy, and so the enemy can just kill him instantly. What I think is the real strength of Bellone is skill 2. Skill 2 is the real sleeper pick here. Let me bring up the Terra wiki. Skill 2 expands the attack range, increases attack speed, and deals physical damage to multiple targets, then the Talent 1 stack limit increases. Talent 1 is Defense Shred. He gets to shred defense in percentage. As we all know, defense acts as a subtraction. Your damage minus the enemy defense equals the final damage that you deal. Now, skill 2, instead of 5 stacks, which with the module 3 is a 40% defense reduction, and then with skill 2 he goes up to 64% defense shred, which is higher than Shamare. So what I think is happening here, at least for day 1, because he just fucking released, skill 3 is kind of a noob trap. It has a lot of weaknesses. It's basically just an elite killer, because any boss is just gonna toss him into the fucking sun the moment he teleports on top of them. Skill 2 is the really good skill here. Both because it deals good damage, and also because it makes him a dedicated defense shred. There you go. Dedicated defense shred operator, akin to Shamare, but even better by 14%. Elite killer is a complete cope niche, by the way. If we wanna talk about elite killers, that's a complete cope of a niche. Because boss killers can just elite kill as well. So basically he's a skip. Depends. If you're a new player, he's not a bad pickup. I don't think he's bad to pick up if you're a new player. But if you're a more experienced player that already has a full roster of operators, which are lane holders and your boss killers, he doesn't really add anything to your roster. Unless you want a dedicated defense shred operator, because if I'm not mistaken, he is the best defense shred in the game. He's not a pure damage operator. YouTube user thick as fuck soup. Dimitri is not a pure damage operator. He is the best defense shred in the game. And this is not a defense ignore. This is not a defense ignore, this is a defense debuff. Other operators can make use of Bellone's debuff. Yeah, I think he's gonna shape up to be more of a support operator, just because of the insane defense shred. I can also see him being kinda good in IS, maybe not like max difficulty IS, but you know, difficulty 10. He could be great with dodge relics, for example, because he already has really high dodge, so you just stack on top of that and he's basically untouchable. All in all, I think Bellone is a good unit. I think, especially with skill 2, he's very comfortably above average. With skill 3, he's gimmicky and I guess kind of a fun operator, but still very flawed. Is Bellone that fun to justify pulling? Probably not for me. Like, I don't think skill 3 is that fun, but it's a little fun. You know, it's a little fun seeing him zap around the map. Is Bellone fun but mid, or fun and actually good? Depends what we define good. He's good. He's actually good, but he's not meta. That's the thing. He's very, very far from the meta. It's just a skill 3 that is kind of a noob trap. Very gimmicky, very flawed. What is Ripresa's niche? Oh my god, I want to talk about Ripresa. Ripresa's niche is that she expands her AoE. That's her niche. She gets more AoE, and depending on the amount of enemies she hits, she deals more damage. Now, I want to bring your attention to something. Ripresa is just 5-star catapult. She's the catapult power creep in the big 26. At long last, true, at long last, catapult fans are eating good. She's not a 6-star, she's a 5-star. So you know, that explains why she's a complete dog shit, because she's a 5-star splash caster. What else do you need to know? She's a 5-star splash caster. She was dead on arrival. Like... Hi, I am once again recording the outro on my phone because it's late at night. Also, my throat hurts and it's not even from sucking cock. Anyway, thank you to the channel members, in particular, Bar2D2X, Noel Runes, Davonte Glassword, Lizard King, Scented Azen, Nemotic, Camilo Bushadel, Luminate Passmort, Zramar's Link, The Long Chef, Jinjin Zentuna, Vinkoching, Ilio, Living Shad, Crayon Box, Eframn, The Lord of All Magic, URL Killer, Divius, Kino, Bomb Ninja, Apollo Tia, QX102, Mr. Laird, Animal Raptor, 1K, Never Far Off, Zerinix, Nupo, Boru Barf, Kevin McGuire, Ryan 23, Sebby Stum, San Kenshin, Chromalcham, 5QTZK, Genius Gay Shipper, Selfer 7, Michael Says, Camon Kirel, Narmendra, Prancing Peppers, Vune, King of Harems, and that guy with 2 names. That's all. See you next time on Slop Live.